Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to talk about why liberal people with the most positive names tend to be the most negative people. I mean, Sunny Hostin, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and of course the lovely Joy Reid, who had one of the biggest breakdowns since Donald Trump winning, aside from Sunny Hostin, this past week. Take a look at this video as Joy Reid sends a message to white progressive women. And if this isn't a sign that the base is starting to turn on each other, I don't know what is. Roll it.
Hey, I just want to give some free advice to the white progressives, particularly white progressive women who may be thinking about marching against the Trump victory, maybe putting back on the P-word hats and doing that thing. I would just say probably don't send any of those invites to any black women you know. I'm just going to tell you right now, they're not coming. I'm pretty sure black women have resigned from the Save America Coalition, Save Democracy Coalition, and definitely the Save the Democratic Party Coalition. I think that's probably not happening. I would just keep those invites maybe among your own friends because I don't think they're coming. But yeah, I think black women are now on the Save Black Women, Prioritize Black Men, and prioritize black communities, black businesses, and you know, the black spaces. But Save America, Save the Democratic Party. Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Wow. She literally told white women, don't invite the black girls, all right? Because we're done. We are done with you. And you know, from somebody on the outside looking in, this may be a good sign. Because maybe black women will start to realize that their votes have been taken for granted by the Democrat Party. See, the Democrats assume that people of color are going to automatically vote for them because they are the party of black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, etc. Republicans hate everybody else. So her saying, black women are done, they're done with the Democrat Party, I say it's about damn time. It is about time. Why would any group just decide to vote one way simply because it's what they're supposed to do? You know, for years, Latin people were told we had to be Democrat. And I still know people in my life from back home in New York City who still have that same mentality, that same mind frame that they must vote Democrat because voting any other way is being a pick-me. That's why I can't tell you how happy I was to see the results this time around, specifically by Latino men who said, you know what, we are done. We are done being told how to vote by a party that has done nothing for us. I mean, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And if you listen to what black people are saying about this country and the system, I'm going to go back to what Donald Trump said back in 2016 when he spoke to black people. What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose by voting Republican and voting red and leaving the Democrat Party? Because if that party was so great, you wouldn't be so miserable right now. And miserable every 4 years, even after the first black president and Barack Obama. Nothing changed. So maybe it's the party that's the problem. But listen to this report on Megyn Kelly and her thoughts and theories about what MSNBC, or as I call them, MSDNC, is going to do with Joy Reid.
The host of the popular Megyn Kelly Show podcast on SiriusXM predicted on Monday that MSNBC will eventually fire Joy Reid, who is a anchor of a nightly news show on the cable channel. Kelly said on her Monday show that Joy Reid wanted, quote unquote, a race riot, and that she actually does want some sort of rioting in the streets, some sort of a race revolt. The controversial comments that Reid made last week included a call to white progressive women not to invite black women to protest marches against Trump. Apparently, there's a feeling of betrayal given that a majority of white women voted for Trump. Reid also made another controversial comment on her MSNBC broadcast saying that, in effect, Trump will deport, quote unquote, brown people, even if they're in the country legally. She predicted that Trump would initiate a process of denaturalization, which would essentially strip citizenship from Latinos and Hispanics, even those who are in the country legally. Kelly hit out at MSNBC. She accused the cable network of allowing Joy Reid to, quote unquote, spew this racist hate on their channel. And Kelly also added that it's a TikTok situation until her ass is fired.
Now, I definitely agree with Megyn Kelly. Joy Reid is a race baiter. She likes to stir up trouble and she wants the races battling each other because that's what Democrats do, right? They are a part of the identity politics crew. They need race to be an issue every single 4 years because that's all they have to run on. They have the race hustlers. Now, do I think that MSDNC is going to fire Joy Reid over this? Absolutely not. Why would they? They are a part of the problem. MSDNC is just an extension of the progressive wing of the left party. So she's just doing what she's supposed to do, unfortunately. But I do agree with Megyn's opinions about what should happen to Joy Reid. But will it actually happen? That would be like expecting ABC to fire Sunny Hostin for being the race hustler that she is. And we all know that ain't happening anytime soon. But I think the best part of Joy Reid's breakdown since the election is her attacking Gen X. So mad at Gen X. And I'm gonna add in older millennials like myself because I'm right in that cutoff from Gen X to millennial. And watch what she had to say about our generation.
Yet it was the hip hop and Hulk Hogan generation, the F your feelings latchkey kids who came up on Dynasty, Dallas, and The Apprentice, who were the lone age group that voted in a majority for Trump. A majority of Gen X voted to turn America into an autocracy and to condemn our kids and grandkids to a far-right Supreme Court, probably for the rest of their lives. And it was not just Gen X. Because while 91% of black women voted for Kamala Harris, 53% of white women overall voted for Trump, despite the open disrespect and demonization hurled by J.D. Vance and the Supreme Court stripping women's bodily autonomy, courtesy of Donald Trump, who closed his repulsive campaign by dropping the B word on Nancy Pelosi. The breakdown by education was stark. Harris won 57% of white women with college degrees and lost 63% of white women without them.
The F your feelings generation. Yup. See, because in our generation, we could take a joke. In our generation, we didn't run around listening to identity politics. In my generation, nobody cared about what race you were, what political leaning you had, what religion you were. Nobody cared. You know why? Because we weren't sensitive about everything. Because we understood that there was more to life than identity politics. But ever since Barack Obama rose to the top and became the president, he purposefully created a race division in our country. He profited off of that idea. And I think the reason why he did that is because he knew that black Americans weren't that fond of him, didn't feel like he was doing enough. And so he had to create this illusion of racial tension in order to get black Americans on his side for a second term. And we are seeing the residual effects of those race wars still living out today. There's a reason why back in the 90s and the early 2000s, the world looked different, the world sounded different, and people weren't crying every 5 seconds over identity politics. Funny how we've become more racist and more divided as a country since Barack Obama became president in 2012. Think about that for a second. So yes, Joy, people in the Gen X generation and the older millennial generation voted for Donald Trump, and they did say F your feelings because we are sick and tired of people crying over every little thing. And we would like to go back to how it was, when we could take jokes, when cancel culture wasn't a thing, when woke ideology wasn't a thing. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Donald Trump's win was a referendum against woke cancel culture. And people like Joy Reid don't know what to do with themselves now because that's their bread and butter. The people said, F your feelings, Joy Reid. F you, MSDNC, and every other legacy media platform because you all are garbage. You guys are an echo chamber, not giving news, but throwing out propaganda, expecting us, people like me and others, to buy what you're selling. And we said, no, thank you. No buyer's remorse. We're done. So now you guys are lashing out. And instead of being introspective, you're just blaming everybody else, which is great because you're just assuring another win in 4 years. It's going to be a great 4 years to come. Busy here as people doing garden work, just FYI. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this video and what generation are you and how did you vote? If you feel comfortable saying in the comments down below, I would love to know. If you enjoy my content, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit my notification bell so you know when I post a brand new video. Until next time, I'm out.